Alright, so next thing I want to show is how to actually do multi-routing. So one of the things that's really helpful, in this case it's, you've got 8, you might, or total of 16. You can probably do it one at a time pretty quickly, but I'm going to show you something that was actually quite handy for doing, if just a whole lot of routing at one time. And also this will hopefully, if I do it right, it might bring up some issues. So I'm just going to select this, and I'm going to press and hold the shift button down. I'm going to just go down and select them all. Another way to do that is actually go up to the view. You go to the filter. So this is allow us to select large groups of things simultaneously. So I'm going to do components, pad, then down here I'm going to, of course it's going to put it out of order. So this is the J1 connector. So I want to I want to press J1, and we're going to press and hold the control. J1, 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 J1. Should be one in there. J1. Alright, that's all of them. So in that case, that probably wasn't as easy just actually going through and selecting these. But that is another way that you can actually go through and select all of the pins. In this case, you could actually select maybe just half of them or whatever. Anyway, so we're going to go back up to routing, and we're going to do what's called interactive multirouting. I should just reset filter. Oh, nuts. Just kidding. I'm going to cheat. Alright, anyway. Alright, so we go up to multi-router. So we go up to route. And you don't want to just click this button, because then you'll just route. And then you'll actually create a trace out in the middle of nowhere. So we'll just click escape. But you want to, and hit escape so that goes away. We want to go up to click this little tiny sliver of a drop-down window, drop-down menu, click Interactive Multirouting, and we can just click on any one of these really. Then you'll see it's actually going to route them all simultaneously. But I have to press Tab because for some reason it wants to think that the spacing is 90 mils, but we want it to follow the rule. So click Follow Rule, which is 7 mils. Click OK, and there we're good. So one of the errors that might have come up if we actually didn't go through and correct or set properly our design rules for the chip is that the routing trace would not actually connect. One of the things, if you have design rule violations, is that the program won't let you actually connect things if you're already violating a rule. So that's one of the main reasons you want to make sure that you take care of any of the design rule violations, any of the errors. One of the things that's the interactive multi-routing doesn't necessarily do is create nice straight traces. There should be somewhere where we can set up a rule that it doesn't do this kind of weird funky thing, but we can actually just go back and press R to do routing, and we can actually kind of make this correction ourselves. We can just go up and do something a little bit more directly. So I'm just routing like normal, and then if I press the right button on the mouse, then it takes the shortest path. So the reason we want to do that is that as a best practice, you want to have the straight short traces. So one of the things that happens when it's going around corners is that you have a change of impedance. So a 45-degree angle, you can see the width of the copper, width of the trace is not as significant of a change as when it goes through a 90-degree turn. So that would be the main reason you want to avoid 90-degree turns. So we're just going to go through and clean these up. Alright. Now let's try it from the other side. So again, I can go through and I'll probably just do it the easy way in this case. So I'm just going to hit Shift, press and hold Shift rather, and then click down, go up, little drop down menu, Interactive Multirouting, click one of these, and of course you would hope it would actually remember how you change things. There's probably some, I think like over here I have to type favorite interactive routing for it to follow it, but we're just going to do it the hard way. And move this over, click OK, and click, and we're good. And just go back and clean some things up. So R for route, just gonna run these manually. That goes away. That goes away. That goes away. Alright. That's how you do interactive multi-routing.